8 a.m. ambush by multiple sources, emails, uh, phone calls, and and unfortunately, um, I don't know that these people didn't all talk before they contacted me. The patient has uh, um, the public housing authority, um, Miss Crawford, who I kind of felt is a good guy, you know. But bottom line is, everybody's going to be protecting their butt and not mine. You know, I apologize that I have no shirt on. So if I was cooking breakfast, and now my breakfast is cold on the stove, and I've talked to the patient advocate, as you're going to see in this video, and I've been asking Miss Crawford to call me all morning, you know, so I don't have to sit here. I've got nothing better to do than sit here in front of this camera and make videos and stuff because I don't have a cell phone. I don't have, you know, so I can't get mobile notifications. I've got to sit right here, and they're doing it. They're making me sit here for days and days and days. Tell me they'll call at 10 a.m. And call a day later, you know, so I can't get much done, and that feels like they part of their plan. I mean, so, and I'm probably I'm wasting a lot of time, but I'm wasting time contacting these folks, it looks like, so, but that's all right. It'll be going to the right courthouse here shortly. All of this, when I get this living room packed up today and ready to put in storage, I'm going to spend the evening uh, doing the best I can to uh, report the Colonial Village Apartments fraudsters to everybody. I'm going to make an online complaint to the Attorney General of Ohio and the FBI, you know, but some of these entities, you know, they like to shirk off. Oh, that's not our jurisdiction. I've been playing this game with these criminals for a long time, you know, and you know, thanks to you know, God works in mysterious ways, y'all, and whether you believe in Him or not, I do, and Jesus Christ is my Savior, even though I'm, you know, I may not be worthy of that, but you know, I went on to YouTube Sunday morning to um, edit some of my videos, get some of the profanity, you know, as much of the profanity out of it as I can, and still get the message across, you know. And the search results was um, Pastor Brian Smith at the First Heavy Metal Church, and we've had our round and round a little bit too, you know. But the message was it was uh, it was very, very, very thought provoking, and I'm in a different mindset today, you know. Even though today's worse than yesterday, I'm going to get myself. I'm going to get myself right in the head, you know. I'm going to, you know, the hardest thing is going to be forgiving these people, you know. But I've got to do it, you know, for my mental health and my well-being, you know. That's all I got to say as an introduction for this video. Like I said, excuse me not having a shirt on and stuff, but I just went through a barrage of phone calls at 8 a.m. in the morning, and here it is, 9:30, an hour and a half wasted. My breakfast is frozen again. Well, my dog's happy this morning, aren't you, buddy? Not only is my breakfast frozen, it was burnt first while I was sitting on the phone. So, looks like I don't get any breakfast today. Thanks a lot, guys. You're doing an awesome job. Oh boy. Disaster piece. It's a masterpiece.
Welcome to the DA. You cannot be tracked.
Can I be transferred to what? Oh man, well, oh boy, here we go. Nothing would surprise me at this point out of these people.
Welcome to the DA medical. If you are having a medical or mental health emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Para español, presione el número 2.
Hang this phone. They wore my phones out. Run to
Hi, you reached the desk of Debbie Crawford, Housing Choice Voucher Supervisor for Greater Dayton Premier Management. Currently, I am away from my desk. Please leave your name.
even though you just sent me an email just a minute, 1 minute
You may
ago.
also reach me by email. My email address is dcrawford@gdpn.
They all try to surprise me this morning at 8 a.m. I was already cooking breakfast, had coffee. Hello, Miss Crawford. This is Donald Faulkner. I really would like to speak to you this morning. That way, I'm not sitting here, staring at my computer waiting on emails. I don't have a cell phone, so I've been spending a lot of time sitting in this chair waiting on responses from everybody. Waiting sometimes all day and several days and even a week for for somebody to return their call. Fortunately, that hasn't been you. But anyways, I really need to speak to you to see if you've got time to squeeze me in today. I know I don't have an appointment or whatever, but like I told you before, I have all these court documents and contracts and things that I had shared with Annie Roper. Some as far as 3 years back. Some with her signature on it and all that stuff. So this is some important stuff, and anyways, I'm just, I went to church yesterday. Well, I sat here and watched it online, or listened to it, and I'm in a much better place today. So I'm gonna, just settle down. I've settled down, and ask God to soften my heart, so I can forgive these people. So, anyways, I look forward to hearing from you. Well, my dog's happy this morning, aren't you, buddy? Not only is my breakfast frozen, it was burnt first while I was sitting on the phone. So, looks like I don't get any breakfast today. Thanks a lot, guys. You're doing an awesome job. Oh boy. Disaster piece. It's a masterpiece. I don't know. I haven't looked at any of it. I don't. You guys didn't put any contact information. Hold on, please. You didn't put any contact information. I don't know if there's gonna be pets allowed. It was a total waste of time and gasoline to drive out there and get it.
So which one would you be interested in? We can find the contact numbers for, that's why I'm asking.
Repeat again, I don't know. I didn't have a chance to look at any of them. Go to the, I mean, I went to the two I went and looked at. They're, you know.
Do you have a computer? Why don't you just look at it online and see what it looks like? That way you know the address, you know the neighborhood.
Mr. Butler, what we were trying to do was to have you let us know what addresses you might be interested in looking at, and then we would set up tours for you to look at the facilities and meet with the management.
Okay, so how
And
are
if
you
there were
going?
options for you or not.
Okay, so how were you going to get an inspection of that property? And because you scheduled this call in for this morning, that means I've got 2 days. I got today and 2 more days to be out here to avoid going to the unlawful eviction.
So you're not going to be able to get one of these places by the time your eviction, or by the time you have to be out of there. We said that last week.
Okay, so
So we're just trying to come up with options for you to keep moving forward
right.
instead of spinning our wheels and not having you get anywhere.
Okay, so we just wasted 4 more days with useless information, and I wasted time and gasoline driving all over town looking at these places. I can't talk to the people, can't get in. We just wasted 4 more days, you know. I mean,
So that's the property list, that's what we have available. Which properties on the list would you be interested in?
okay, let me pull them up here real quick. There's give me 1 second. I need to speak to Mary, I think her name is, and patient advocate.
One moment.
Welcome to the Dayton VA Medical Center Patient Advocate Office. Please listen carefully as our menu options have recently changed. For Veterans Community Care Billing or to make a 72-hour emergency room notification, press 1. For community care providers, press 2. For prescriptions and outpatient copays, press 3.
Of course, what I want is going to be the last one.
Press 4.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Oh.
I'll pick it off. This is Mary.
Hi, Mary. I just got off the phone with you. I'm Donald Faulkner.
Yes, sir.
I forgot to tell you one important detail. For some reason, Ryan, my caseworker, his extension is blocked.
Yes, you told me that already.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm talking to so many people. They ambushed me at 8 a.m. and I'm talking to the Public Housing Authority. I apologize.
That's okay. I put all that information in, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right.
Hi, you reached the desk of Debbie Crawford, Housing Choice Voucher Supervisor for Greater Dayton Premier Management. Currently, I am away from my desk. Please leave your name, your number, and the time of day you called, and I will return your call. You may also reach me by email. My email address is dcrawford@gdpm.org. Thank you. Have a great day. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Okay, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm not trying to bother you, I assure you. I just, you know, can't get through to my caseworker out there at the Dayton VA somehow, or he's got my his extension blocked. He's got me blocked off of the calling my own caseworker. I mean, this is getting beyond ridiculous. Anyways, I don't have a cell phone, as you know, so I can't afford to sit here and stare at my computer waiting, you know, for email and waiting. I can't sit here waiting on phone calls. You know, I got too much to do here, and that's what, you know, that seems to be part of the plan there. You know, I already see it. I already see what they're doing. You know, when they're asked certain questions and give me this list with nothing on it. You know, now they want me to. I have to wait till tomorrow morning to get this list, and they'll want, you know, or get the emails and phone number off here. So I just talked to the patient advocate out there, you know, and they're going. They sent a message over there to the to the head VASH department. You know, I asked her. I said, so "You're gonna, you know, you're gonna do the same thing the Washington D.C. people do, huh? You're gonna turn it right back to Edith Thompson, the supervisor, and she'll just say, "Oh, it's been resolved." I hope you watched that video that I made about the phone call that we had Thursday. So you can see that I'm not exaggerating about their lying and the way that they talk to me, and they just lie. They're doing all this on purpose. And so, anyways, I'm gonna take up any more of your time. I'm gonna pack this living room up, and then I'm gonna sit down and scan all this stuff in and come down there and log it in at the window. And most of it's already been logged in there, but I'm gonna make another record of it. I'm not sure of your position on all this, you know. Unfortunately, I mean, no offense, but I can't trust anybody right now because nobody's done anything for, you know, about 100 days now. It's coming close to 100 days, so you can't blame me. I know everybody is going to be protecting their behind and not mine. I've been going through that. So anyways, thank you. I look forward to hearing from you sometime.
Welcome to the Dayton VA Medical.
You cannot be transferred to this number. Check the number and try again.
That's my case number.
Dayton VA Medical Center. For having a medical or mental health emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
Man, I'm going to try this again. My phone will not call the VA hospital. Oh boy. It won't let me through to, I bet my case. My phone will not.
Or you may hang up and dial 988. Press 1.
They've got my number blocked. I bet.
You cannot be transferred to this number. Check the number and try again.
Welcome to the Dayton VA Medical.
I need to reach caseworker Ryan in Hudbash.
You have Ryan's last name?
I can't never understand it when he says it, so I know I don't. It starts with a V.
A V?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Hello. Hold on, I got VA calling me on the other line. Hold on. I'll call back. Thank you. Hello?
Hi, Mr. Faulkner. This is Mary, returning a call from the Patient Advocate's Office at the Dayton VA Medical Center.
Okay, well, that's, there's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on out there. So, my Hudbash social worker has my number blocked. Oh boy, this is crazy.
What makes you say that?
Well, when I punch in his extension, it says unable to I'm unable to be put through to that number. I've been talking. I just talked to him this morning and returning a call. So
You talked to him, you said?
yeah, he called me,
Okay.
and I've been talking to him for days at this number, and all of a sudden his extension, I'm no longer be able to put through to his extension. Here's the problem, okay? For 90 days now, the Hudbash supervisor and my caseworker, they switched caseworkers a couple times, and they've known that my landlord has been violent at my door, violent inside my apartment, and violating the Hudbash contract and federal regulation, and that my landlord, they were police detectives at the time this started over 90 days ago, and they came out. I mean, they were threatening me with violence. They threatened. They had me cornered out by my shed in the parking lot. I have receipts for, and told me I needed to cut the lock off of there, or take my lock off of there and get my stuff out of the shed, or they were going to cut the lock off. And if I called the police, they were going to have me arrested. And these people have done nothing about this activity. They know that the landlord was improperly treating the property for bed bugs in a multi-unit apartment, and charging veterans in violation of the Hudbash contract and federal regulation. They were charging veterans $500. They were doing one apartment at a time and running the bugs from one apartment to the other, and charging each veteran every time. They tried to do that with me, and I'm like, no, that violates the federal regulation, and it violates the Hudbash contract, and it's improper. It's not under the guidelines, the HUD guidelines for extermination of these bugs, and I mean, it's just a huge disaster that they've known about for 90 some days, and now they're in full retaliation mode over there, because I've caught Edith Thompson, the VASH supervisor, putting fraudulent information into my medical jacket there at the VA. She was putting that I was becoming increasingly belligerent, or aggressive is the word she put in my record. I've got all that stuff, but she said I was making unreasonable demands because I was demanding that she do her job. So anyways, and what the Washington D.C. Veterans Hotline was turning it right back to Edith, and she was sending it right back saying it had been resolved when nothing had been done. You know, if she's you know, so I have to record every conversation. I got their consent. You know, back when 6 years ago when I was contacting the hotline, I told her, I said, you know, I'm recording these conversations because I had told her I was going to have to start recording, and she told me flat out she didn't give a damn if I was recording her. So that's a you know, that's consensual for a lifetime as far as I'm concerned there, and in the court of law as well. So to the point, they've given me, they put me in touch with a landlord who about 6 weeks ago took $70 for a background check and never did the background check. The landlord has fraudulent address. They have an address for the property, Colonial Village apartments that doesn't exist. There's no physical office at that address, and the Colonial Village Lane is the alley that goes around the back of the building. You can't even go up into there on Google Maps. And they've got like 3 different address, physical. They've got 3 different addresses, like one for their website that's in Sanford, North Carolina. It's a mailbox, etc. You know, kind of thing. And it's just ridiculous. So that they drug their feet for 5 weeks, and now I'm about 3 days away from being homeless again for the 3rd time. You know, the second eviction I went through was pretty much the same deal. The landlord or the Public Housing Authority had failed their inspection. They had to do an annual and requested inspection. It failed the original inspection, and then they abate their payment after a grace period. And then the landlord files for non-payment of rent when my rent was paid in full. And I notified everybody, Edith Thompson and the Public Housing Authority and the judge and clerk of court and the police and the sheriff's bailiff's office and everything, that this was unlawful. And they let me go there by myself and get evicted, thrown in the street like they are right now. And in 3 days, I've got to be out of here in order to avoid getting another eviction, unlawful eviction on my record. They're doing nothing. They gave me a list. They make me drive out to the VA and waste my time and gasoline while I'm about to be homeless, and give me a sheet of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 properties to go look at that have no information. There's no phone number, there's no pet information, there's no email. And one of them is actually the address at Colonial Village Apartments. I mean, you can't make this kind of stuff up. So that's why I left you a message last week sometime.
Okay, so your concern currently is that you're getting evicted in 3 days.
My concern is that the UDVASH department of the Dayton Veteran Hospital Medical Center is involved in state and federal crimes. Okay? They've known about this for over 90 days, and they have done nothing. And it's putting thousands of veterans' lives in danger by their inaction. Because I know I'm not the only one going through this. Okay? Because it's a non-stop parade of slumlord landlords. I've never gotten an eviction I had one eviction in my lifetime before this, and now I've been on the, I'm a Veterans Family First at St. Vincent de Paul. They put me in an apartment where there's 16 code enforcement violations when I signed the lease. And 2 weeks later, the basement steps collapsed and I had a broken arm. And I went through 2 years of retaliation from the landlord. It continued for a year after I'd already been evicted out of there. So and the second eviction, it was just flat out unlawful. The public housing contract, the great, the HUD-Vasher contract that the people out there at the HUD-Vash Department of the Dayton VA signed. It's in the contract. They don't care about it. They know about it. They've been notified by certified mail with notarized affidavits what was going on, and they don't care. They don't care about it, and I've been telling them about that federal regulation for about 4 years. And every time I say it, they're like deer in the headlights. They don't know what it is. They haven't looked at it. They don't care. It's right in the contract that they signed. So these, and now they're Thursday we had an appointment to speak. I had an appointment to speak to Ryan, and what they do is they get 3 people in a room and they try to get me mad so they can just wash their hands of me, so and they just lie and they lie and they lie. They know I'm recording it, they know that they're being recorded, and so here they made me drive out there and get this list. After that conversation, it's useless, and now and they told me they would call me Monday morning. They called at 8 a.m. this morning, and they're trying. I already see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to make it look like I'm sitting around and doing nothing. Okay, but when I have to sit here and wait on emails and phone calls, what can I do? Because I'm recording these conversations and posting them online to show everybody what's going on here. I've got nothing better to do. I'm stuck in this chair. I don't have a cell phone where I can just, finish packing up my stuff and do the stuff I need to do. I gotta wait for appointments that they don't make. They're supposed to call me at 11:30 in the morning. On Thursday, they call at 1:30 in the afternoon. So there's one day shot. They give me this worthless list. Tell me they'll call me Monday. There's 5 more days gone. Now they call me this morning and say that they're going to get the addresses and emails and contact information for this list that's just ridiculous. It's got properties on there for $1,625. I'm not going to get approved for that. They're just setting me up to fail, and it's all in retaliation. Now they're going to call back tomorrow morning with the emails and phone numbers. Really? So we're going to shoot another day, and then Tuesday I'll have to hurry up and just ignore, get away from the computer and start, finish packing up all this stuff and move my stuff into storage and become another homeless statistic with no phone, no place to live. I have to laugh about it because that does no good to cry.
Well, Mr. Faulkner, I'm sending this over to HUD-Vash right now, okay?
So you're going to send it right over to the people. See, this is what Washington D.C. does. They send the complaint right to Edith Thompson, and she sends back, "Oh, it's been resolved," when nothing's been done. So I just wasted another phone call. So
They're going to call you, sir. They will call you. The HUD-Vash program will call you.
who? Which liar is going to call me? I mean, I'm not just being mean. I'm just telling you, which of these liars is going to call me? Which one of these people that are conspiring to make me homeless are going to call? I mean, that's an honest answer. If you don't believe me, give me your email. I'll send you a copy of the latest video. The conversation we had on Thursday. It's unbelievable. It's disgusting. It makes you want to vomit when you see what's going on out there at the Dayton VA. I'm not exaggerating. These people have no business in the position that they're in. If they don't know what federal regulation regulates their position, they're criminals. Period. What they're doing to me is criminal. So go ahead and have somebody call me. Hopefully I'm sitting here by the phone because I'm ending this. I'm not going to sit here and waiting by the phone so I can catch emails and phone and stuff here in this chair. I got work to do, you know.
All right, I'm sending this over now and someone will give you a call, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.